Marc Marquez, showed his fangs again at the Sachsenring. In the FP1 session of the German MotoGP, the King of the Sachsenring made an immediate splash by posting the fastest time and silencing all the doubters. Gigi Dall'Igna couldn't hide his admiration for Marquez's extraordinary performance from the start of the weekend. Could this mean that Marquez is ready to dominate the Sachsenring once again, as he did in his heyday? Let's discuss. Marquez once again demonstrated that his nickname, King of the Sachsenring, is no myth. In the first free practice session, FP1 of the 2025 German MotoGP, the Ducati Lenovo rider set the fastest time, marking the start of a significant weekend on his path to a 7th world title. After 14 wins, an incredible dominance in the first 10 rounds of the season, including 3 consecutive weekends with double wins in the sprint and main races, Marquez has matured not only strategically but also mentally. Now, he returns to the Sachsenring, a circuit closely associated with his name, from 2013 to 2021. Marquez secured 8 consecutive MotoGP class wins at the Sachsenring, including his wins in the 125cc and Moto2 classes. He has reached the top step of the podium 11 times at this German circuit. The circuit's characteristics, with its predominance of left-hand corners, minimal hard braking, and demands for precise tire control, provide an ideal stage for Marquez's signature riding style. On Friday morning in FP1, Marquez immediately took the top spot on the timesheet. He didn't give his rivals time to adapt. After the session, Marquez confidently declared that this weekend was about offense, not defense. He called it an attacking weekend, signaling that he wouldn't play it safe. Since the Italian GP at Mugello, Marc Marquez's terrifying performance has truly shaken the paddock. At that legendary circuit, he secured his 100th career pole position, a monumental achievement, and doubled his wins in the sprint and main races with utter dominance. It wasn't just a victory, it was a firm statement that he was back as a fearsome force a week later. At the Dutch Grand Prix in Assen, Marquez once again demonstrated his talent, despite crashing twice on Friday, raising concerns about his physical condition. Marquez continued to perform exceptionally. He swept the podium in both the sprint and main races, all while enduring pain from injuries to his left shoulder and arm. Ducati boss Gigi Dall'Igna admitted to having goosebumps while watching the rider's determination and steely mentality. How could someone who crashed twice and was already injured bounce back and dominate the next day? Only Marquez can do something like that, said Dall'Igna with admiration. However, Marc Marquez's path to his 10th world title hasn't been smooth sailing. In fact, the tension on the track is rising. His closest rival is an unexpected figure, his younger brother, Alex Marquez. Despite recently undergoing hand surgery after an accident in Assen, Alex is resilient enough to race at the set, demonstrating the determination that makes him a true contender. Meanwhile, Francesco Bagnaia is showing signs of a comeback. The reigning champion is slowly rediscovering his rhythm and speed. He has begun to keep pace with Marquez in several crucial sessions and even led several laps at Assen, reminding us that he hasn't given up on the title fight. KTM's Marco Bezzecchi and Aprilia's Maverick Vinales are also not to be ignored. Though inconsistency has plagued their performances this season, they still have the potential to shake up the standings when the frontrunners are caught off guard. The competition is heating up, and the world title isn't secure for anyone yet. Marc Marquez arrived at Ducati amid much uncertainty. Many doubted his ability to adapt immediately to the Desmo Sedici GP25, a motorcycle known for its ferocious nature and vastly different characteristics from the Honda RC to 13V, which Marquez had ridden since the beginning of his career. His aggressive, risk-taking, explosive riding style was thought to be incompatible with the Ducati's engine, which demands more precision and control. But those doubts quickly turned to admiration. Marquez not only adapted, he dominated immediately. He demonstrated the maturity of a seasoned rider, changing his approach to include more patient corner entry, more precise braking points, and highly efficient tire wear management. Marquez's signature aggression was now combined with strategic maturity and a keen understanding of race situations. He danced on the bike and praised Ducati legend and 2007 MotoGP world champion Casey Stoner. In an exclusive interview with Australian media, Stoner unhesitatingly predicted that Marquez could secure the Arling Arwu World Championship title well before the end of the season. If he continues like this, I think the title will be decided in Mandalika even before, Stoner said. Marc Marquez's dominance in the 2025 season is not just a narrative, but a fact reflected in his astonishing numbers. In 20 races, including sprints, Marquez achieved 14 resounding victories, a record, reflecting absolute superiority. With 307 points, he is 68 points ahead of his younger brother, Alex Marquez, and leads defending champion Pecco Bagnaia by a staggering 126 points. Not only that, but Marquez also dominates the practice and qualifying sessions. Of the 30 sessions held so far, the King of Sachsenring has won 18. He has recorded 7 fastest laps and has been virtually untouchable in almost all sprint races. His consistency is nearly flawless, and the Ducati Desmosedici GP25 seems like an unbeatable weapon in his hands. Even Pedro Acosta, a young star who had previously underestimated Marquez's dominance, couldn't contain his admiration. After the Azon race, he admitted, "At first, I thought we were fighting for a podium spot, but it turns out we were just fighting for the rest, because the top spot was definitely Marc's at 32 years old." Marc Marquez is more than just a fast rider who relies on instinct and courage. He has become a racing artist, combining speed, composure, and intelligence in a near-perfect package. Despite his scarred body and broken bones, which have forced him to endure years of pain, Marquez has become increasingly precise, mature, and strategic. He knows when to attack ruthlessly, when to defend, and when to play chess on the bike. He doesn't need to dominate every practice session or lead every lap. The most important thing for him is to win at the most crucial moment when his opponents are out of breath and he still has the energy to dance on the limit. "The world thinks I'm finished," he said, "but I just kept quiet, then I worked," he said. After his crucial victory in Aragon, statement that reflects the mental transformation of a true champion as MotoGP 2025 enters the second half of the season, the world sees a new Marquez. They see a legend who has evolved, physically stronger, tactically more precise, and hungrier than ever before. It's as if all the pain of the past has been repaid by the best version of Marquez yet. If this trend continues, Marquez will not only equal the records of Valentino Rossi and Jorge Lorenzo, he could surpass them. He has the chance to become the only rider in history to win MotoGP world titles with 2 major factory teams, Honda and Ducati. MotoGP 2025 is more than just a comeback season for Marquez. It's a season in which a legend will rewrite history. With Ducati and unstoppable determination, can Marquez maintain his dominance at the Sachsenring and pave the way to a 10th world title? Leave your thoughts below.